This video won't get a lot of views, but it's a much needed video for the community. Chuck is back and it's time to throw down. Time for some real talk. I got a comment this morning on my most recent video, the best 3 stocks to buy. And if you watch that video, it talks about how the market is rolling over, talks about some stocks that I like and some price levels that might go to that are lower than they're at right now. Of course, the comment I got was, I can't believe that you would make videos about buying stocks in this environment. Now, first of all, if you watch the video, it's actually really helpful because it's showing you different price levels it could go to, these stocks could go to as the market sells off. And none of us have a crystal ball to know exactly what that looks like. As of right now, the Nasdaq's down about 6% from recent highs. And this was something that we've been saying was going to happen for weeks in the private community. You can't just go up in a straight line forever. So the question is next, do we get a 10% sell-off, which would be a correction? Are we going to go into a bear market, have a recession? That's the $1 million question. Now, the thing is I was making videos all in 2022 talking about my favorite stocks, like NVDA when it was $125 a share, or Tesla when it was $110 a share, and on and on. But those videos, well, they didn't get views. Why? Well, because generally retail investors, you think of individual investors, we like to chase FOMO. We like to buy stocks when they're going up every day. When stocks are going down, then sentiment changes. No one wants to touch with a 10-foot pole. So FOMO, fear of missing out. Oh my goodness, it's going higher. I've got to buy Palantir at $20, even though I do a video saying, hey, Palantir, it's probably going to go to $20. It's getting pretty expensive this quarter. Wasn't all that great. I'd probably wait for a pullback. Meanwhile, other YouTubers coming out pumping Palantir saying it's $1 trillion market cap and so on, and you get the gist. And if you're still watching me right now, the reason you're watching is because you know that I'm bringing the truth every single video. I'm bringing facts. I'm bringing analysis. I'm helping you make decisions with your money, but I'm not pumping stocks telling you what to buy, when, and what to sell. I'm giving you some ideas. Nobody should be coming on any YouTube channel and just buying stocks because somebody said it on a mic. This is your money. This is your future. You should invest in what you believe in. You should do your own homework, have conviction in the stocks that you're buying. And this is exactly why. People buy stocks just because they're going up. They don't really know what the companies do. They don't understand valuations. They don't really have financial education. And then when the stock sells off, they panic and they get what we call fear of losing everything. Well, now they're panicked because, oh my goodness, I bought this stock. It's down 20%. I wish I would have waited. I wish I wouldn't have bought this stock. I could have used that money to fix my truck. I could have used that money for this or that. Now I'll put up my top investing rules so you can read through those. One of those rules is going to tell you you should invest money that you can't afford to lose. And what that means is say you want to buy a house in 6 months and you've got $20,000 saved up. Don't make the mistake of trying to throw it in the market and make a few dollars profit on that because it could go down significantly and now you don't have that $20,000 you need for your down payment. That's what it means when it says don't invest money that you can't afford to lose. When you're investing on this channel, we're talking about buying stocks and holding them for 5 and 10 years, building a blueprint, hedging risk with different types of stocks, having ETFs, dividend stocks, growth stocks, spec stocks, understanding what those stocks are, what they mean, buying stocks that fit a blueprint and your DNA. So what should I do? Should I just not make any videos now? Or should I just make videos talking about panic selling and, the world's coming to an end, apocalypse, make the thumbnails like, oh my goodness, bear market's coming. Do you want me to do that? Or just keep bringing data, keep bringing facts, keep bringing information. The aliens that are watching, the true investors that get this stuff, they want that data, that information. It's helping them make decisions with their own money. But they're not using these videos solely to go buy stocks. It's a starting point to give you an idea. At the end of the day, you're making the decisions with your money. If I wanted to be a financial advisor and manage your money, I could go do that. That's not what this is. If you can't manage your own money, go hire a financial advisor to do it for you. The first step is financial education. I do my best to teach it on this channel. But if you really want to take it seriously, you got to go watch the masterclass videos, which are on Patreon. And of course, some people are going to say, you're just using this as an opportunity to plug your courses, blah, blah, blah. You can go pay $60 and get 13 hours of videos that are probably worth thousands of dollars. Honestly, guys, it's a great value. And for the ones that are trying to learn investing, go check them out right now. Now, I've even done some of those masterclass videos on the channel for free. Here's the reality. They don't get views. Why? Because the majority of YouTube, they're just looking for what stock do I buy today that's going to go up 10, 20% tomorrow so I can make a quick profit. And there's nothing wrong with that, but understand that the focus here is long-term investing, growth investing, trying to build wealth over a period of time, compound wealth, accumulate wealth. Once you have that wealth accumulated, then you're going to sell those stocks, convert that into things like SCHD, blue chip stocks, and live off passive income. Now, if you're into just dividend stocks, go buy dividend stocks, but you're going to need a lot of capital if you're just buying Coca-Cola and you're going to try to retire at 45 years old. What we're doing here is we're investing in growth to outperform the market. We're taking those profits and then we're investing in those blue chip stocks later. You have to decide what's best for you and your risk tolerance. Every person's different. But one of the most frustrating things for me is I try so hard to teach what I've learned in 25 years of investing. And people will come on and don't watch videos and just spam random comments that make no sense. And I get it. It's the internet. Get thick skin, Eric. Get over it. I get it. I think the part of the problem is I just care so damn much. I care about you and I care about the future of your wealth and of your portfolio and just of your well-being. I want you to be successful. And so it's hard for me not to take things like that personally because all I do is try to help. I'm not coming on here pumping stocks. If you look back at several of the recent videos, I was telling you, AMD, the quarter wasn't great. I wouldn't buy the stock here. I was telling you, Palantir, quarter wasn't great. I wouldn't be buying the stock here. I was telling you that the stocks are going to sell off and that you should have some cash, especially if you're in the private community. We do live streams 3 times a week. I was telling everybody for weeks, have some cash for earnings season. We're going to probably have a sell-off and you're going to have individual stocks that might sell off 25% that you might think are a good opportunity that you want to add to your portfolio. Now, it's always tough because you say, well, don't catch a falling knife. In 2022, we were buying all the way down and it worked out really great in 2023. And actually, most of the stuff we bought is still up a lot. I mean, the market absolutely ripped from the beginning of 2023. The problem you're seeing now is people that came in late to the party, they're buying these tops and now they want to be mad at everybody else for it. So in a minute here, I'm actually going to share 5 stocks that the community's buying. The members in the community and elite are buying and sharing with us in investing trade floor in Discord. I'm going to share 5 of those stocks with you. Now, before I do that, if you're a new investor and you're serious about long-term investing, go check out some other videos on this channel. There's even a playlist that's for investing for beginners. Go check that out. I've got 500 videos or something like that on YouTube that are absolutely free. I've been investing since the late 1990s. I've accumulated a lot of wealth in the stock market. It's the simplest way to create wealth, investing in stocks. But here's the thing, stocks just don't go up every single day. And most of the times, the best investments I've made are when everybody else is afraid to buy. And I'm not saying we're there yet. And I'm not saying we can't go into a bear market and back into a recession and have the market crash. That could happen. But if you're buying quality companies at prices that you think are attractive, that you think are going to be worth more in 5 years, and you understand that, you have the psychology behind it, you've got that discipline, and you understand the businesses you're owning. When you buy a stock, you're buying a part of a business. Now, I tell this story in Discord. I bought a couple different restaurants, not great investments. I was an investor in 2 restaurants. One of them didn't work out during the pandemic. The other one I owned for years. I had an opportunity to sell out of this a few years back, basically, and break even on it. It was a little bit of a slight loss. I decided to ride it out. And 4 years later, now it's paying out hefty dividends to shareholders. If I would have thrown in the towel and not understood what I owned, I would have easily just folded in and I would have sold out and not be reaping the benefits that I am today. And it's the same thing with investing. We learned from the greats. Like Peter Lynch is one of my favorites. He has a book called One Up on Wall Street. I think it's the best investing book ever made. And he talks about how he's not going to be right every time, that sometimes he's going to have red stocks. He calls them clunkers. And sometimes it might take a couple of years for that story to work out. The big thing is the stock broke or the business broke? If the business is broken, you probably need to cut your losses and move on. If it's just volatility in the market or you bought it at too expensive a price because you didn't understand how to value the stock, well, it doesn't mean that you know the end result. You don't know how that story ends because 5 years out, who knows? Some of those stocks that it might be red in your portfolio, they could give you massive returns later. But you're going to have to ride out that storm, have that psychology and discipline, and have that patience. And that's why not everybody can be an investor, because it takes discipline, it takes psychology, and frankly, just not everybody has that. A lot of it comes down to they're just not taught. And really, that's what we try to do in Fired Up Up Wealth, not only on the YouTube channel, but also in Patreon Discord, teaching you the fundamentals that you need to be a good investor, teaching you how to go out and fish on your own, not be your fisherman and tell you exactly what to buy and when, but give you ideas. So, hey, here's some areas where the fish are biting. You might want to go check that out and you can go catch the fish yourself. That's what we're trying to accomplish with Fired Up Wealth. Now, of course, traders can benefit from the information that we provide on YouTube as well, because we're giving you due diligence and information that's very helpful. But understand the intent. When I say I like Tesla long-term 5 years, you don't really know what that means 5 years from now. And if you're using the methodology that we teach, your dollar cost averaging, you're constantly buying to improve that cost basis. I think so many new investors want to just buy a stock. They've got like $500. Hey, what should I buy? Oh, PayPal looks good. Throw off $500 in PayPal at 65. Well, then it goes to 58 and you say, I thought it was a good buy. Well, if you zoom the lens out 2-3 years, maybe it is a good buy. I don't know. And PayPal is just an example. Full disclosure, I don't own that stock, but it is on my watch list and I'm watching it closely. So I'm going to give you 5 stocks. Before I do that, if you're new, subscribe to the channel, click that bell for notifications. If this was helpful, drop me a like and drop me a comment. And I do need to announce this video is sponsored by The Motley Fool. And if you'd like to see the 10 best stocks to buy now, visit fool.com/fired up wealth. A reminder, Fool is not telling me what to tell you. I'm independent. They're a great partner. They allow me to bring content like this to you on YouTube for free. Don't get it twisted. They're not telling me what to create or what stocks I have to cover. That's not the case whatsoever. If you want to join our private community, Patreon Discord, visit patreon.com/fired up wealth. So I'm looking right now at our investing trade floor in Discord, and I see several different stocks here. There's been tons of buys over the last couple of days. Again, these are dollar cost average buys where these people are buying constantly. They get paid every 2 weeks and they're buying and they're trying to improve their portfolio and cost basis. They're trying to build wealth, accumulate shares in companies they believe in, own pieces of these businesses and try to hold them for 5-10 years and beyond. Now, of course, there's no such thing as buy and hold forever. We talk about buy, hold, and monitor. If the story changes, you got to sell. So Tesla, we just said that Tesla I thought was a buy. I think it can still go below $200. People are buying it right now at $225 in Discord. Amazon, I also discovered Amazon. I prefer this stock really in like the 120s, but you might not get it. People are buying it in Discord around $133. And this is just a couple shares here and there. People are nibbling on it. So those 2 stocks I just covered in the last video. And I told you exactly, what levels I would look for. Go watch that last video if you haven't. I'm also seeing CrowdStrike. And I've been telling you for, months that I like CrowdStrike below $150 dollar cost average. Now you've got Palo Alto Networks reporting earnings Friday night after market close, which is a little bit weird. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe there's something going on. Hard to say, but that could impact. And I think it's why you're seeing some volatility in SentinelOne and CrowdStrike and some of these other cybersecurity names. So they certainly could go lower. And CrowdStrike was, much lower just several months back if you zoom the lens out. But if you look at the overall metrics of CrowdStrike in the SaaS universe, it's attractive if you're investing for 5 years. So that's 3 stocks. Another one that I already talked about, PayPal. People are buying it under $59. And the 5th one is ASML. I've been saying I like it under $650. I think it's possible that it goes below $600, and it's still not a cheap stock. None of these are, but ASML will be that 5th stock that people are buying in our community and sharing with you in the investing trade floor. If you want to see those buys and sells in real time, join our Discord, join Elite or Higher, and you have access to not only investing trade floor, but also all of my buys and sells in my primary taxable brokerage, as well as that community portfolio, the Fired Up Wealth community portfolio. I appreciate your time and attention. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.